Good evening, New Gary Celtics.
We'd now like to introduce your homecoming court for 2015. Bryson Flint is a freshman. He is the son of Todd Flint and Jennifer Flint. To Bryson, being a Celtic means starting new and making new memories in high school. When he grows up, he wants to design and code video games. His favorite beach activity is playing in the water and hanging out in the sand. Bryson would like to thank his dad for putting him on the right direction and his football team for pushing him to the limit and getting him on court.
Katie White is a freshman and daughter of Donna and Alex White. She wants to be a coach or a pro soccer player. Her favorite beach activity is building sandcastles. She would like to thank her friends and family for their support.
Eric Dela Cruz is a freshman and son of Anna and Lucky Dela Cruz. To Eric, being a Celtic as a freshman is letting the Celtic pride grow on you and being a proud son. When he grows up, he wants to have a job he enjoys waking up and going to every day. That's his goal. Eric's favorite beach activity is playing in the sand and burying himself. Also, he likes to play in the cold Oregon oceans after he gets used to the water, of course. He'd like to thank his parents for their support and always being there for him. He also wants to thank his best friend Kylie because he's been a huge part of his life since she's been a huge part of his life and supports him in everything he does.
Kaylee Dalton is a freshman and daughter of Nicole and Ron Dalton. Kaylee's a proud self because she believes McMurray is a great school that shows leadership and responsibility. And she is glad to be in a school like that. When she grows up, she would like to become a physical therapist. Kaylee's favorite beach activity is kneeboarding. She would like to thank her mom and dad for the unconditional support and her two best friends, Kylie and Leah, for sticking with her through everything.
And now for our sophomores. Isaiah Hall is a sophomore and son of Jesse and Christy Hall. Being a son to Isaiah means being kind, friendly, and helping people when they need it, and always giving his 100% at everything he does. When he grows up, he wants to go to ASU and major in music production and be a music engineer. His favorite beach activity is playing sand volleyball. Isaiah wants to thank his parents and friends for making him go through with this.
Katie Crossley is a sophomore and daughter of Annette and Mark Crossley. To Katie, being a Celtic means that you're a big family and you come together when you need it. When she grows up, she wants to make a bunch of money. Katie's favorite beach activities are sand volleyball and tanning in the sun. She'd like to thank her friends for always supporting her and supporting her through ups and downs and her family for dealing with it.
Derek Howard is a sophomore and the son of Terry and Rich Howard. Derek believes that being a Celt means showing up and being ready to learn with an enthusiastic attitude. When he grows up, he'd like to be a physicist. His favorite beach activity is building sandcastles. Derek would like to thank his cross-country team.
Allison Rep is a sophomore and daughter of Lance and Stephanie Rep. Being a Celt to Allison means becoming a part of something and being given a chance to succeed. It may just be school, but she has great friends through her classes and sports allowing her to be a part of something great. When she grows up, she would like to continue her running career and then go into college and major in chemical engineering at Oregon State University or Massachusetts Institute for Technology. Her favorite beach activity is hanging out and passing a frisbee or boogie boarding. Lastly, Allison would like to thank her dad for all his support and always being there to push her and strive for excellence.
Ryan Cowan is a junior and the son of Jeff and Luzerna Cowan. To Ryan, being a Celt means having class and pride. He wants to pursue a musical career, probably a studio guitarist. Ryan's favorite beach activity is being buried in the sand. He would like to thank his family, friends, the people who voted for him, and everyone who helped him with homecoming because they don't get enough credit.
Annie Perky is a junior and daughter of Annie Perky and the granddaughter of Jay and Rowan Scruggs. Being a Celt to Annie means having the opportunity to take advantage of high-level education that many take for granted. Also, she feels privileged to be a Celt and be a part of the incredible programs at McMurray. When Annie grows up, she'd like to graduate from medical school and become a surgeon while volunteering her summers in Africa to help change lives over there. Her favorite beach activity is crabbing with her family. While Annie doesn't actually participate in the crabbing, she enjoys saving the crabs by throwing them back into the water when no one is looking to save them. She would like to thank her mom for her support and because she has done more than anyone should ever be asked to. She'd also like to thank her grandparents, Jay and Goins, her brothers and sisters, Jimmy Carter, her best friends, teachers, and her adorable dog.
Austin Verboort is a junior and son of Will and Kathy Verboort. At the beginning of his high school career, Austin believed being a Celt just meant going to McNairy, but now he believes it's being a tight-knit community at the school. For the time being, Austin is thinking about becoming a doctor because of inspiration from Grey's Anatomy. His favorite beach activity is swimming, as long as it's not the cold Oregon waters. Austin would like to thank the students and staff of McNairy, Mr. Gibbons, specific staff members, Principal Mr. Justison, Assistant Principal Miss Rhodes, and Mr. Layton, and Dean Castanovas, as well as Tata, and all his friends that support him. Finally, I'd like to thank his parents and sisters Lindsay and Vanessa.
The junior daughter of Lisa Anthony Heath. And Anthony because being a Celt to Isabel means having a great pride in her school. When she grows up, she'd like to have her own sports physical therapy. Isabel's favorite beach activity is beach soccer. She would like to give a big thanks to her friends and her wonderful mom.
Wyatt Grind is a senior and son of Larry and Annie Grind. Wyatt believes that being a Celt means having integrity and always striving to be something better. When he grows up, he'd like to teach overseas and travel to help people. His favorite beach activity is surfing with his family and getting sunbaked. Wyatt would like to thank his friends and his family for their support.
Rena Strand is a senior and daughter of John and Shelley Strand. For Rena, being a Celt means having a ton of school spirit and pride. Also going out on volleyball and basketball court and playing to represent her team in school in the best of her abilities. When she grows up, she would like to be a rehab specialist. Rena's favorite beach activity is boogie boarding. She would like to thank her mom and dad because they always encouraged her and support her in everything.
Isaiah Holt is a senior and son of Jessica and Jay Holt. To Isaiah, being a Celt means becoming the best person he can become. It's not about comparing himself to those around him, but instead comparing who he is now to who he wants to become. When he grows up, he'd like a career in the medical field so he can help people. His favorite beach activity is throwing a football around with his friends in the sand. He would like to thank his mom and dad for all their support, along with all his friends that push him to do his best.
Sabrina Eater is a senior and daughter of Sandy and Keith Eater. Sabrina believes that being a Celt means being a part of a family and comes together when they need each other. When she grows up, she'd like to be a social worker. Her favorite beach activity is watching the ocean waves and sitting on the sand. Last but not least, she would like to thank her parents for their support.
Corey Crossley is a senior and son of Annette and Mark Crossley. Corey's idea of being a Celt means doing what's right and always giving it his all. When he grows up, he'd like to be a police officer or fish and wildlife officer. His favorite beach activity is having a bonfire on the beach. Corey would like to thank his friends and family for all their support.
Maddie Eaton is a senior and daughter to Melanie and George Eaton. Over the years, Maddie has learned that being a Celt means being yourself and involved in school activities. When she grows up, she'd like to become a teacher or a pharmacist. Her favorite beach activity is building sandcastles. Maddie would like to thank her family and for always being there for her and her siblings for pushing her to work hard.
Xavier Chenault is a senior and son of Michael Chenault and Karen Young. He's the grandson of Mr. and Mrs. Young. To Xavier, being a Celt means being proud to be one, as he is, and helping out the school. When he grows up, he would like to be a mechanical engineer to make things to help people with disabilities. His favorite beach activity is playing in the sand. Xavier would like to thank his mom, grandparents, and his helper Dominic.
Sorry, no problem.
Sammy Stroud is a senior and daughter to Lena and Taylor Bush and Jim and Ricky Stroud. Being a Celt to Sammy means family. Times get tough. She would choose being a Celt over Olympian or Titan any day. When she grows up, she'd like to be a physical therapist and eventually own her own vineyard with a husband and have 4 kids. Sammy's favorite beach activity is running away from the waves, especially with her sister. She'd like to thank her parents for always being there for her and her sister for teaching her along the way. And her squad, and also her squad for always having her back. She loves you guys.
And your homecoming king is Xavier Chenault. Congratulations to Emily in this year's homecoming court.